I'm not ready.
Evidently not. Have another beer, Larry. Try that again.
Suppose I need to get your record on. Live from Nexus Game Fair.
Yes.
It's a podcast that drank a little too much before we came in. It's Guys, Games, and Beer! Yeah! Dang. We got a show for you today.
We have a show for you today.
Mm-hmm.
But before we have a show, Rob, what do we have going on tonight? Where are we, Rob?
We're at Nexus Game Fair in Milwaukee. And this is a board gaming convention that we heard about a couple years back. And we were invited every year. And couldn't make it because we
Scheduling conflicts.
camp and drink. But this year, we decided, well, what the heck? You're going to ask us 3 times. We'll finally show up. And now they're kind of regretting it, I'm guessing. But, yeah, we just basically, we're going to talk about board games here. The main topic today is going to be video games that were converted to board games. But first, we have something very important we have to do. And that is beer chord. Ba-dum-bum. Da-dum-dum-dum. Ba-dum-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-da. Beer chord.
All right, so tonight, and our audience is going to join us in on this, we are trying another one from Point Beer. Point Beer is, for those of you who watch the show know, it's been always kind of a hit or miss for us. Sometimes their beers are just absolutely amazing. Other times, not so much. So tonight we're trying their Drop Dead Blonde. It's labeled as a refreshing ale, 110 calories. So I suppose that's what they mean by refreshing. A unique blend of sterling hops.
I was thinking that maybe they replaced light
with the word with refreshing.
No, blonde.
Oh,
that's what they meant by blonde.
That could be too. A unique blend of sterling hops and 2-row malts unleash a balanced character with layers of flavor. So those of you who don't know, Point is a Wisconsin brewery out of Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Not bad. Like I said, they're hit or miss. Some of their beers, like their Little Blue Pills, I absolutely love. And you guys know I'm a big pills and lager lover, so I absolutely love that.
It also cured that problem you were having.
That Little Blue Pill does it for me every time. All right, let's give this a try and see what we think. We have some audience members who have some beers. Give it a try. See what you think.
Could be colder.
Well, that's my fault, okay?
Yeah.
I am camping, and I am kind of roughing it, so getting this down to temperature was not easy.
Yeah, we drove in all the way from Palm.
Cold kills the flavor, too.
Yeah, but this does not have much flavor to start with, so I'm thinking cold probably would not be good.
You know, I do get the ale flavor, but it's light. It's very light.
It's a light beer.
It might be worse than
Not
PBR.
unpleasantly so.
No, I'm not saying it's unpleasantly
Did you
light,
say
but
worse than PBR?
It's a light beer. I mean, you might as well be drinking something like a Miller Lite at this point.
No, this tastes better than Miller.
I don't like light beer.
What do you like this?
But
This-
It's clearly a light
better
beer.
than Miller
This
Lite.
is clearly a light beer.
But it's better than Miller Lite.
Okay, I will give you that. Maybe it's better than Miller Lite. It's definitely
I don't know about all that.
little dissension there.
Miller 64?
And audience thoughts?
I like it. It's pretty inoffensive.
Thank you. But that's also what Point does. Point does a lot of inoffensive beers where it's just straight down the middle. I mean, the flavor's okay. It's a straight ale. I mean, there's no hoppiness to it at all. So that's what I expect from a decent ale.
And it's only 110 calories.
It's a light beer. I mean, for an ale, that's a really light ale.
110 calories. I mean, there are other beers that may actually be better at 110.
I am, yeah.
Because Amstel Light is 95, and I think I prefer that over there.
You're in love with Amstel Light, though. I mean, you're kind of married.
Okay, so audience, if this is a simple rating system, thumbs up. Yeah, it's okay. I would drink it again. I wouldn't. Absolutely not. Not my cup of tea. Let's see. I got a thumbs up. I have 1 in the middle, 2 in the middle, 3 in the middle, 4 in the middle, 5 in the middle, 2 thumbs up, 5 in the middle. I'm going to go down the middle, 2. What do we got? 3 middle, 4 middle. Oh, so that it's okay. It's a non-offensive beer. Wait. How do you get hung jury on that?
Jury.
Almost everybody was down the middle on this.
I can't. What am I supposed to do?
I think we
that's positive.
We're going to mistrial.
that's true.
It's gonna be a mistrial.
We did not. There was
There
no.
wasn't a single down.
There were no thumbs down on this. It's
Yeah, it's gonna make it, but
inoffensive
man.
beer. It's not going to offend you. You know, on a hot day, good session beer. You could probably slam these things all day long. Yes, this is a good binge beer. Thank you. That is exactly what this is. This is a good binge beer.
It's a good Memorial Day weekend beer.
Yeah, I can't stand most beers, and I just don't like beers in general.
Right.
But this is a great intro beer because it is so light. So
That's a.
like Scotch or light.
Oh, wait a minute. An intro beer. I think we've done a few of those, Rob.
Yeah, we did.
All right, Judge Rob, pass verdict on this thing.
On count one of censoring of being a dirty blonde, I find you not guilty. It's pretty clean. It's got
You censored that. You did censor that. That was very good, Rob. That's not what he was going to say, kids.
On count two of being small and inoffensive, I find you guilty. But I'll drink you, so deferred sentence.
All right. Cheers, all.
Thank you.
Cheers. Yeah, not bad. I honestly,
You know what? The more I drink it, I'm okay with it. It's really not offensive.
Well,
that's a really perfect term for it.
it's a really good beer if you don't want to be handing out if you don't want to, if you're at a party and you don't want to hand out like PBR.
Right.
Whoa. It's classed out.
What party would you not want to have?
It would be a party that we're not at.
Okay.
I mean, obviously,
Just going to put that out there.
red, white, and blue actually.
So
is
we
still
probably
okay
have a
for
real
us.
topic.
Do we have a real topic?
Oh, as a matter of fact, we do, and that topic is the road less traveled, which is one of Larry's topics actually.
I thought of this because so often you see board games that are moved to video games. So you got your Monopoly ports and there's just tons of those card games that are moved to video game port, but you can go the other direction where you take a video game and you create a board game based on that video game, and it's kind of a rare move. It doesn't seem to happen as well. So I thought, well, that might be an interesting topic.
Okay, I like the Freudian slip there, as well, which is also probably part of the case here. It's as often, but the Freudian slip is as well. And we'll get into that as we do this episode.
We have an achievement. Holy crap! I haven't done an achievement in I don't know how long.
Wow,
We have
it's
an
our
achievement. Best hotel Wi-Fi. Holy crap! We got 50 down and 50 up. That is insane.
Congratulations, Higher Regency in downtown
Yeah,
Milwaukee.
good job, guys.
Wow.
First achievement in 10 episodes. No, over 20 episodes.
Those are impressive
Nice.
numbers for a hotel
That's
Wi-Fi.
really good.
We're all geeks at heart, so this is going to be
Pretty fly for a Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so
Puns for days.
who wants to go first on this topic? Wow,
Well,
don't all
I
jump.
can go first.
Don't all jump.
Chancellor.
Larry's got the cool game.
I found this gem
He's
at
got the cool
Tim and Tom's Antique Shop down in Kenosha, and it was kind of I just ended up finding it, but I was also knew this topic was coming up, and it's the Zaxxon board game. Came out in '82. There was actually kind of a slew of these games that came out by Milton Bradley. Donkey Kong came out. Pac-Man came out. Most of them were 2 players. This one is a 2-player game. I actually think it's like a video game. Like, how do you, there's a lot more happening. How do you, boil that down to the elements that are important and stuff? And I actually think they did a pretty good job on this one. One of the things that kind of cracked me up as soon as, one of the things that was important in Zaxxon was the leveling. So you're on this level, you're on that level.
Right, it's an isometric game. You're playing it isometrically on the video
So it actually makes a difference.
Unless you're playing on
what height
Atari
you're at,
2600.
Correct.
And they made these ships, and they actually have kind of a height to them.
Oh.
So you can be at low height.
Oh, get
high
out.
height.
That is awesome. I like that.
Yeah, and they have the different, base stations and cannons and stuff. I thought they did a really pretty decent job of.
So does one player play play the attacker and one of the defender?
No, this game is both of you are simultaneously trying to kill.
So you're playing against the
whoever
board?
gets there first is the winner.
Right, you're playing against the board.
Yeah. Now, from what I was reading, and I haven't been able to play it, but like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man, it's more of a versus situation. So, one of them's Donkey Kong, throwing barrels and such, and one of them's Mario trying to get up the ladder. So, I thought they did a pretty good job of actually taking those video games and porting them over, and but they just put out a ton of them. The one that actually surprised me was that. Okay, fine. It was 82, and my thought was, well, in 82, I know there's old Crash coming and stuff, but there's. But that aside, it wasn't like you could. I mean, you had an Atari, and better systems were on the way, but you couldn't play that experience at home. So this was kind of a way to be able to play that experience. It's it's kind of like at the same time or similar, close to that before videos and all that. You put out like comic books on movies, like Empire Strikes Back,
right,
or Black Hole or something like that, because you couldn't enjoy it at home. Because you'd have to go to
unless you had a ColecoVision,
right? Unless you had a ColecoVision, right?
Which had a very good board of it,
which did have a pretty good board of it, but.
I'm going to segue for a second. I'm going to do your segue. I'm going to do your segue for a second. We did an interview a while back with the person who developed the ColecoVision version of Zaxxon, who happened to be the same guy who made the Dungeon board game.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to see an interview where I'm actually nervous for once, man, oh my God, that was like the roughest. And I was like, I kept looking over to Larry, and he's like useless. He was just like completely. I've very seldom have been starstruck talking to board game developers because I'm moderately into board games, but I do a lot of the little indie ones. So I'm not, the big ones really miss me. But when I was a kid, Dungeon was the one I could get my family to play. So it was huge to me, and meeting him was amazing. He did the Zaxxon video game.
And I don't know why, but I was just, Cindy looking at.
Yeah, you were. I know. I was amazed. I was like, Larry, you're gonna have to build one. Yeah.
Larry literally has.
God.
Larry literally always has something to say. I need to.
No, he's gone. Yeah, he just had his puppy dog eyes out.
All right. So
by the way, this is 7 to 14. So as soon as you turn 15,
you're done. You can't play anymore. Okay, so I have to ask. You've played a few times. What's your play?
I haven't had a chance. I just kind of picked it up fairly recently.
Oh, you haven't played it yet?
Yeah, you posted it the second
I
you
read
picked it
through
up.
the rules though, and I tried to play for it, but you really need another person.
Yeah.
So it's.
And Larry has no friends, so that's just not going to happen.
None of these guys.
Not at all. We will not
He's
play
on
with
this
Larry.
for pity.
He cheats, by the way.
That's right.
Oh, he does.
Oh God, Larry cheats.
Do not play with Larry.
You know what? Apparently, I do have a kryptonite in my game, but I often win, right?
Except
board
for
games, and except apparently on trains.
He lost like every game we played.
I think it's because it shakes the pieces.
He can't hide anything. I'm just small of an area.
I'm not saying that Larry cheats, but I'm saying that one time we were playing Munchkin, he pulled out an Uno card. I'm just saying, that's a little odd.
Will this work?
Not poor asshole.
So, anyways, it's really interesting. I actually kind of want to get the Donkey Kong one.
How much did they get you for that one, cost wise?
Oh, this was it's $7 marked.
That's not bad.
But it was on
pay?
sale, so $5.
Okay,
so,
that's not bad for an '80s board game. So
and it's only missing one piece.
Wow.
There's you have 2 ships. Each player has 2 ships. I have 3 of the 4 ships.
So you just reuse one, right, when they die?
But you can't. Yeah, I tried to figure out in the rules like
3D
if I
printer,
could do that.
3D printer, Larry.
Yeah, well, that is exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah. Perfect use of a 3D printer.
Exactly.
And I was looking. There was, and I didn't jump on it, but there was a Donkey Kong for $5.
The board game.
Yeah.
And
it was
jumped
just
on
a couple barrels.
You should have jumped on it.
That's 3D. That is 3D printer.
You messed up, Larry.
But you know what surprised me? I understood these games coming out like this in '82. Milton Bradley created a Donkey Kong Country
Board game?
board game. Yeah,
90s during the Dirge.
yeah,
That does seem a bit peculiar.
yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't
How much
seem
did
like
they
that.
Well, now that actually is a good point to transition to Laura's topic because she's got a different take on this. Whereas we're talking again about video games that have been reasonably faithfully ported over to board games.
The topic that I chose was classic board games that kind of slapped on a video game finish to probably sell more. So these are the what always comes to mind to me is like Pokemon Monopoly. They have a Zelda Monopoly. They have like a couple of different clues. Donkey Kong Jenga. They have an Uno, a Mario Uno. They have all these different games that they kind of slapped it on. And some of those are really good. So Rob said that he had the Super Mario Uno.
And we totally just played it like we always said, screw that. The special rules were so bizarre that we said...
See, I kind of feel like that's like just lame, you know, like something like this. It's like, oh, okay, well, you know, you created an original game based on that,
and Pokemon Monopoly when I was little.
You Jenga with stickers, you know, it's like, come on.
Yeah, but I think Pokemon Monopoly was pretty good.
It was
I enjoyed that.
I really
liked it. It had great pieces.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, what was the difference between regular Monopoly versus Pokemon Monopoly?
They basically had the Pokemon characters, and then the land that you bought was
So wait a minute, you tell me there is no difference between
not really.
Monopoly and Pokemon?
No, not really.
Okay.
I was also like 7 and really
And
liked
Pokemon was great. It was all
and
about Pokemon.
awesome.
I suppose it does make it more relatable. I mean, let's be honest. If you played the original Monopoly, you know, Boardwalk, you know, Marvin Gardens, blah, 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 places that, you know, kind of exist but not really. And
they're coming out with all those new clues, which I haven't played yet. So they may be good. But they're, you know, and I think they're more collector's items. You know, they have the different Monopolies. So then people will spend a lot of money on them. I mean, like the Zelda Monopoly right now, I think is like $60. You know,
By the
so
way,
it's like.
Will Bradley did make a Zelda.
They did?
A Zelda board game?
Yeah. That actually looked pretty good.
Did they have it at the store?
I can't get it.
Oh.
That one is really tough to get hold of.
All right. So overall, what do you think the experience is? Do you think it's good or bad that they slap these classic video game names or even new video games onto existing games, not developing a new game for it?
I think it's kind of sad because then they like just jack up the price. So it's like they're just trying to get more money.
Right. Like they and this is a movie reference, but like they did with Star Wars Monopoly, it was like, yeah, you know, you're not getting all that much more, and you're paying 3 times the cost.
A lot of money, yeah. And then if they only make a limited amount, then on eBay they're $500, and you're like, it's Monopoly. It has Star Wars or whatever on it. So
it would be nice if it, at least, you know, you said the special rules, if it was somehow significantly different, you know, that, you know, maybe even the pattern. Like, okay, Monopoly's just a square on the outside, but maybe if they, you know, had some stuff on the inside.
like a Star Destroyer. Like
a
big triangle, that would be good.
Right, or if the special rules actually made sense.
Maybe we should just design
these. But that's a whole other issue.
Right.
You guys know me and my game mechanics.
Maybe if they had a Death Star in the middle, that would, like, kill the lands.
See, that
that would be awesome. I like that.
Planets around the edge, right. So if you owned it, if it got blown up, so much for your, You got what?
You're not getting ready.
You had a base on that?
No.
Not anymore, you aren't.
Sorry, Death Star destroyed you.
But that's a good example of taking an existing game and modifying the rules slightly to make it fit better with the game. Now, we're going to bring that up in just a moment because this is an existing game that they modified the rules a little bit, and wow, what a difference it made. Rob, you want to go and talk about yours?
Pretty significant. I'm going to talk about Halo Bang, which actually I haven't played in a while now, so I'm getting kind of wheezy on it, but there are some significant changes. Has anybody played Bang? Yeah, Bang is a good game.
I like
it's originally
Bang.
a Western game. Yeah, well, you turned me on to it. Huh?
Good call.
Yeah, it's
Bang.
great game.
Yeah, we're talking about the board. We're talking about the card game. The card game.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
We've
all played that game plenty.
Yeah.
Usually by ourselves.
That's another show entirely.
I'm playing Bang.
tune into our other podcast.
Single player.
You're right.
Yeah, it's like that. But anyway, I'm gonna, so basically, Bang is kind of a screw your neighbor game type of game, but you don't know whether your neighbor's on your team or not. Now, That is regular bang. That is the original Western kind of bang. But in this one, you do. There are two teams. There's red and blue, and
they're spawning.
Right, and you get to respawn, which is something you don't get to do bang. You die. Yeah, it becomes more point based. So they've actually changed it quite a bit. And Halo skinned it.
Mechanics of how aiming and shooting and that kind of stuff they use.
Right. Your weapon recharge, your shield recharge,
but as far as like the respawning and all that is so very different.
Yeah.
And that's where I think now Bang has done Halo, which is significantly different. It is its own game.
But the Walking Dead
Storm of Heroes and Walking Dead.
Yeah.
No, they're Bang.
It's just playing Bang, with different.
You have the Walking Dead one, don't you?
That's a classic example.
And I used to have the whole. I like the Bang. I fell in love with that game, and
you like the Bang, Holly?
Yeah, that's does it? And so I bought basically all of them, and played all the different ones, and really, this is the only one that is significantly different.
Yeah, it's really good. It's an enjoyable game.
It is.
It's I think it's got like a 7-player limit. It's a really oddball limit. Yeah, 3 to 7 players. But it plays better with more players. I think we played it once with 3 players and it wasn't that great. But once you get like 5 to 7,
that was good.
Yeah, when we maxed it out, it was really good. So if you do pick it up, it's around $20. Definitely make sure you've got enough players for it. Don't do the 3-player. You're not going to get the enjoyment out of it. 5 to 7, though, it's a great game. Really like it. So.
Yeah, no, and again, this is one where they significantly altered the rules. I mean, the basic game mechanics are still Bang.
I think they did this one actually really good as far as like it has the spirit of both games. You can feel it. You can feel it when you play it. It has the spirit of both games.
It's a significant enough difference that it's not just playing Bang again. It's
that's what I mean. It has the spirit of Halo.
Right.
2 teams fighting it out, spawn points, all that.
Yeah.
It was...
Yeah, it really...
You
got
really
the feel.
impressed.
So definitely, if you haven't tried it, give it a try. All right, well... So we are
Master Chef.
We are going to be giving away a copy of this evening at the end of the show. That's going to be one of the prizes this evening. As you can see, there's quite a few prizes and very few people. So you all stand a darn good chance of winning something tonight. How good is that, huh? Okay, so this is Oregon Trail. So for the older people in the crowd, and there aren't a whole lot of us, but for the few older people in the crowd, back in high school, the only thing you play on those stupid Apple computers was Oregon Trail.
It was
It
was high school for him.
Elementary.
Elementary. High school.
Might have been college.
I'm the old guy here. Remember that. So literally, the only game they'd always put on those stupid apples would be Oregon Trail because it had educational value. If you call dying all the time educational value, you're right. You learned a lot. You learned how to die in this game, okay?
Hey, that's life.
Really. Everything you did in this game killed you. Let's see. Starvation, dysentery.
No. From dysentery.
Right. What's that?
Dysentery.
Yeah. Smallpox. Getting shot, robbed. You could not beat this game.
Starved to death.
Drowning, starving. Yeah,
Poison.
so now here comes the fun part of this game. So if you love all that stuff, you're going to love this game because you are going to die every time you play it.
Sometimes you die kind of quickly.
Well, we learned that, didn't we, Larry?
Yes. We played this on the train.
So it's a pretty straightforward card game. Basically, you're laying out a trail. You take your party with you. You and your friends all get together. Packaging. Overall design, game mechanics, fairly straightforward, fairly good. They did a fairly good job of capturing.
It really matches the experience you had with the video game.
Bloody exactly. I remember dying all the time playing the video game, too. So they really did a good job on this.
You occasionally won.
I would say better as a drinking game than a straight sober game. I think this one with alcohol would probably be a really good combination.
And you need numbers. You need 6 players.
Yeah,
because
it says 2.
It's much like Bang. If your team wins, everybody wins, even though you're dead.
Yeah,
and so you need numbers so that when 4 of you die, 2 of you can make it, and we all win. Right.
But again, so wait a minute. But if you're sitting there out the game while while 2 or 3 players get to compete in, and 3 of us are just sitting around going, yeah, that's really cool. You guys keep playing. Well, we're having a great time here. Thanks.
Well,
yeah, not so much.
Copies, you can get 2 games going.
Well,
as people die, they can just flip to the other game.
That's a good idea.
Overall packaging, not too bad. I'm gonna give them a little crap on this dice they sent with it. So we pull it out of the box, and there's this black square with nothing on it. Really? Okay, I understand you want it to kind of look like the old computer 8-bit graphics symbols, but you know something? Have it printed. Don't give me stickers to stick on a die, because at that point I have to, geez, what order do dice go again? No,
well,
really.
we know. We looked it up.
We had
know the rule now.
Thank you. We had to look it up, though.
Who knew this?
Who knows the rule of how dice work? Okay, that is the one rule. 1 and 6.
Yeah,
that's
it.
7 on all sides. Exactly.
The 2
but
sides.
You know something? I didn't remember that when I was drunk on a train. So having to,
I didn't know that.
We ended up having to look up what the rule was on dice again. I just I think that's kind of chintzy. You know, they did a really good job on the box and so on. They sell this at major markets. I think that's kind of chintzing out on your thing.
But it's fairly inexpensive though.
No, dice are cheap.
No. The whole
for $15. $15.
So
yeah, but you know something.
Yeah, but for 20,
for $15, I want my dice printed properly.
all right.
Yeah, I don't want a black
for 20 they
square
actually
and
did
sticker,
print everything.
because also the stickers are gonna wear off of here if you play it a lot. Yeah, I'm sure that whole 2 cents they save for their margin.
Oh, that was
I just
actually awful.
from a game developer standpoint, I find again, they did a nice. The cards are nice. The box is nice. The overall direction.
The rules are a little confusing.
The rules can be a bit sketchy, but the mechanics.
It's a really nice manual.
The mechanics actually play fairly well. Like you said, it captures the feel of the original computer game. I mean, it really feels.
Which is you left town and you died.
You died, exactly. Thank you. You know, I'm pretty sure they probably actually got the numbers right as far as how many times you're going to die.
So whoever wins this, find 5 other friends.
Yeah, definitely play this with friends. Definitely play it with more than a few beers in hand, I'm thinking. And I think it will improve the game immensely.
Every time you die of dysentery, you do a shot.
Yeah, but the problem is with this game, when you die, you're out of the game. It's not even jump back in again.
Yeah.
So, you have to wait for everyone else to die.
Thank you, and that's a problem to me.
But Tom, you're not going to have to wait long.
No, there's the plus side. Every
bottle you get to come back to life.
Oh, you know, there's a
I like that idea.
rule to apply to the game. So yeah, if you can finish this bottle, you can join us back on the party again. Here's your medicine.
I like that.
Are there Dr. Brody rules?
Also a good addition to this game. I think we should work on those.
The Donner Party rules. I like that one too.
Wait a minute, starving? No.
So when you start eating your
That's the expansion.
Exactly. The
expansion
party
pack.
ever.
Yeah.
Donner party.
Yeah.
Expansion pack.
Donner Party.
Exactly. All right.
Oh wait. Big game yellouts. Sorry.
Okay.
Big hello to Dan and Mark and Samantha and Jacob, who...
Where are you, Jacob?
Yeah, he's coming tomorrow.
All right, he'll be here tomorrow.
And then
All right.
finally Ryan, and I'm really sorry about the shingles and the place where you got them.
Not again.
Yeah, Ryan, that is all your fault, though. I'm just going to say. You should know better than to let that get exposed like that.
Poor Ryan.
Yeah.
They're also calling it shingles.
Okay, so that's all the people that were talking in the chat.
All right. Okay, so what's our last game?
Half of it.
All right, last game is it's a nod to Boss Monster. If you've ever played this game, anybody? It's a great game. It's a nod to the classic NES and 8-bit graphics. You've got heroes, epic heroes. You basically you choose a boss. You draw a boss card. So you could be anything from Seducia. Why did I draw that one? And you are the boss, and epic heroes are attracted to.
You set it up that way.
She did.
She
She put that card on top.
They're attracted to your dungeon based on different qualities that different rooms have. Obviously, different heroes have. They're a mage or a wizard or whatever, a hero with a whatever. And they are attracted to different room cards that also have the same icons that then would attract that hero. And as the boss monster, you're trying to attract heroes to your dungeon so that you can slay them and take their souls. So it's not based on a video game per se, but it is.
Give me your soul.
That complete nod to the 8-bit any kind of side-scrolling game where you're at the end going after a boss monster. They've also, I think it's a really good game. And Larry does not cheat at it, but he will selectively tell you different rules. Oh, I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair,
Drink
a lot.
Okay, so now the interesting thing about this one is it made
it's gone the other direction.
It's gone the other direction as well.
Yeah,
So-
that is it's really a both direction.
But there
That's
was
the spirit.
there's not that much of a difference from one direction to the other in this game. I mean, it really, the video game actually plays very similar to the card game. It really is just effectively
interesting. We have done this before. Where who's read the instructions? You played it for all your buddies have played it for years a certain way. And then you suddenly run into another group, or maybe the developer themselves, and you realize, boy, we've been kind of playing that wrong.
We've had a few developers tell us. You guys weren't even close.
I mean, we had this experience. We got sent a game, and we did it live on a show.
What was the name of it? It was Lake Billy.
Lake Billy.
Yeah. Lake Billy.
And the developers watched our show and they're like, "You guys were playing that wrong."
Hey, they still posted it, so they were.
they thought it was gonna, and
Hey, watch these guys play our game wrong.
Right. Well, but you know what though? They learned a lesson too. They needed to be clearer in the instructions.
Oh, we needed to be sober.
But that's not going to happen.
So playing the video game version of it, sometimes you get kind of a feel for. We were playing that rule differently than what the way it's destroying rooms in that one is really kind of like okay. I thought you'd take the whole stack out when you destroy a room, but it's a big difference to have, which in my head makes more logical sense. You destroyed a room. How is it like you destroyed a room and there's this really nice pristine room right behind it? It's like. No, that doesn't make sense. You've destroyed the room, But okay, fine, I'll give you that. That's the way that's the way it works. You just pull off the top card, and if there's another card below it, you still have a room. How wonderful,
Delightful.
I know, it's delightful.
It is delightful.
But now that you mentioned game mechanics, they've done a good job with this of keeping it at the same kind of mechanics where you're setting up your dungeon. And you have your boss on the right, and it's the same kind of setup on the iPad. But as opposed to where you can go a little slower, if you don't quickly put down whatever card you need to play, you lose that opportunity on the iPad. Also,
the video just moves on.
Right, it just moves on. And the other thing it does that you don't have when you're playing the hard game is just that opportunity to slow down and read, and lost my train of thought there. Sorry, but it's not quite the sorry.
Have another drink now.
Not quite the same. I will have another drink. Thank you. It's not quite the same, and you don't get a like you just said. Like some people will be introduced to a game, whether it's something on the PC that is also a board game. You are inspired to buy it. Maybe you played this version of Boss Monster and you go, that's kind of fun. I'll buy the hard version that I can play with 4 other people.
So now the online version is a single player version.
It is. You can upgrade.
Right.
You can buy expansion packs to do a multi. You could do a multiplayer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can expand it out.
All right.
Have we made it?
I think we made it.
Survived.
Well, we're not quite done for the show yet, but we
have one more thing to do.
And we do actually.
We have one more topic,
so,
and that is the giveaway.
We have giveaways tonight. So what I'm going to do, because there are a few under 21s in the audience, so if you haven't put your name in the cup and you're in the audience, make sure you put your name in the cup. I'm going to draw for the beer first. And if you're under 21, you can pick one of the dice towers instead. If you're 21, you get your choice between the dice tower and the beer. Actually, no, you know what? We'll start with the beer mugs first. You're right.
Yeah.
Let's start with these really cool. We have some Nexus pub glasses. We'll give away those 2 first. Then we will do the beer and the dice towers. That's going to be a combination draw. Whereas, again, if you're 21, you get to choose what you want. These are some of the beers we've done on our show. Kind of a handy one if you do your own brewing. And then we also, for the last prize tonight we are giving out a copy of Oregon Trail, where if you're drunk, it's a great game to play. If you're dead sober, not so much.
We have 5 friends.
All right. So we got everybody's name. Hi, how's it going?
Just wanted to say hi.
All right, well, good to see you too. All right, we've got everybody's name in here. Okay, so we're gonna start with the pint glasses first. Okay, I am gonna put all the names back in there when we do the grand prize. So everybody who, even if you win something before that, when we give away the Oregon Trail, you'll get the chance to go back in. So actually, I gotta shake this up because I can see these quite clearly, and that's not going to work. Here, you can draw for us. Okay, who gets one of the pint glasses?
Andrew.
Andrew gets a pint glass.
Yay!
Okay, another pint glass. Joshua gets a pint glass. Should be another pint glass here somewhere. Did we leave it in the bag?
Oh, we left it in
Probably.
the bag.
Well, yes, we did. I know we made 2.
You get something we found in the bag.
I don't want to know what we found in the bag, Joshua, really.
It's from our last road trip, so it has history.
All right, so here's what we're going to do again. If you're under 21, well, you need to say you have to take the dice tower. But if you're over 21, you get your choice between the dice tower or one of our beer cabinets.
Shane.
Woo! Shane, you
Yay.
get your call.
Oh boy. Alright. Well,
Yeah.
I'm taking the beer.
Shane, that's probably a really good call.
Not blame you.
All right, so again, we will do another dice tower or beer cabinet, depending on your age and your choice.
Adam.
Adam?
Adam Miller.
Adam, right there.
Ella Miller. Yay!
You'll take a dice tower. All right, you get a dice tower.
Because you've given up on drinking, Adam? No.
No, because the dice tower is cool.
And they smell good.
They do. They smell great.
Oh, a little too much of a smile on that one, Adam. All right, next one. Okay, so this is for beer or a dice tower.
Good luck. Arlen.
Hey!
All right.
Hey!
Which
So
would
can
you like,
take a
sir?
Dice tower or a
Yeah, that's beer.
It's beer. Yeah. Wow, that was a tough decision, Arlen.
Yeah, that's rough.
I saw you debating it back and forth. Okay, so next is for a dice tower.
We'll be banging along.
1002. Bring a friend.
Nick.
Nick. All right, Nick.
Right in the brain.
Yeah, well, nice try. But you got a really nice dice tower. Okay, so for all the names back in there, we have the Oregon Trail game.
The Oregon Trail drinking game. Just call it
Optional drinking game.
All right.
Shane. Wait.
Yep.
No, he's shaking.
Here we win.
his flag.
Yep, on the grand prize, you can win again.
For the last prize, next Saturday, we get to all right. So, Rob, take us out.
Well, all right. Well, thank you very much for watching the Guys, Games, and Beer podcast. Guys, Games, and Beer podcast is a product of Guys, Games, and Beer Network at www.guysgamesandbeer.net. I want to thank everybody who came for coming. That didn't sound real good.
Let's try
I want to thank everybody for arriving. And all you guys in the peanut gallery, yeah, we love you and your weird comments.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Oh, yeah, and hi to Brian.
All right, continue.
Who's been drinking tonight pretty heavily.
Good.
All right, also, you can check us out Free Game Fridays at facebook.com/Guys, Games, and Beer. That's every Friday we give away a free game, except for this Friday because I came here and got drunk. And on Wednesdays, you can go on Twitter and check us out at Guys, Games, Beer, and we give away free games on Wednesday.
No,
Also,
and on Twitter. No, and on Twitter.
Guys, Games, Beer.
oh, yeah.
Guys, Games, Beer.
There's no ad on Twitter. Fine. Tag us, though. That'd be awesome. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Bye.